It's interesting, people's reactions to all this, because I think we're seeing an interesting insight into society, which is we love to see failure. There's nothing that people see more. I'm not including this, but generally, people love to see something the rise, but they love to see the fall. And look, what Will Smith did is shocking. It is shocking. But let's make it clear right now. Will Smith is not the devil. He's egocentric. He's crazy arrogant, but he's not the devil. I mean, how else Harvey Weinstein did is crazy. Mel Gibson did say that he wanted his ex-wife to be raped by four black guys, also replace the word black with so there are crazy guys out there, but just think, well, so he says to yourself, why has this been so fascinating? Why has this taken over all the news waves and so forth? And I think we have to accept that what celebrities are celebrities. Popularity is popularity, because people say, man, what about all the other much more? Because trust me, there's more important stuff. But we're not worried about important stuff. We're worried about what's Kim Kardashian doing, what's Kanye doing, what's Billie Eilish doing, what's Beyonce doing, what's Jay Z doing, what's Taylor Swift doing, because these are popular people, you know. So you are going to who these popular guys who brought you your best music and best memories. And Will Smith is one of the most popular guys out there. And why this story is so fascinating is because it's so shocking. Anything that's shocking will garner the attention of us as human beings, because it's how can a guy who we assumed, even I didn't know, but people assumed was so nice, such a friendly guy, would never say swear word in the world. Where, bro, the guy doesn't even say swear word in his raps. And that's what I respect him for. Doesn't even swear in his raps. Would have such profanity and slap a guy at the Oscars. So it is people processing something that is one of the most, no, not the most shocking thing at the Oscars. And I think what you're now seeing is people just trying to connect to the dots as to, is it Jada's fault? Is it Will's fault? Will and Jada's marriage, what are they doing? Because it is such a shocking thing. So that's why it's not happening. But I think the key thing here is this, is that I hate more of a mentality. Because you look at some people's reactions, which is, I was appalled, it was sickening, it was disgusting. I was like, relax. And I think, you see, I'm not one of those guys that, you know what they say, don't beat the dog when it's down. I'm not one of those guys that likes to pile on, pile of more mentality. I've always been an individual and I've never been into groupthink. So, and for me, for Will, there's still a great nice guy there. The Fresh Prince is still in there, but he's just covered with ego. And this thing of wanting to be a movie star, which I've seen in the last few years, which is why I went off of him as a guy, because I was a huge fan, massive fan. Then I was like, oh, this guy's moving a bit fake away from what I knew was the Fresh Prince and that guy who started in Men in Black. Men in Black, I don't care what anyone says, it's still an outstanding, it's still his best performance. Men in Black was his best performance by far. Um, but yeah, man, it's just so funny just to see how people are reveling in just about, they just want this guy burnt at the stake. And it's crazy how people can so quickly turn on someone, and how people can just sort of enjoy the slow demise of someone's career, the slow destruction of someone's career. And for me, I say I take no pleasure in that. For me, my whole thing is, what I want from this is what's supposed to be taught a lesson, an important lesson of, like, of being humble and knowing that you're not unflappable, and realizing that there are consequences to your actions. I think that is the most important thing that I think I want Will Smith to learn. I think in life you always want to be learned an important lesson. I don't want to get guys burnt at the stake, or people to suffer, people to depress, and this whole drama thing. No, leave that to losers. What I want to say for Will Smith is, like, you know, no one is bigger than anything, and your actions have consequences. And not because you're popular and you're a movie star, you have to have consequences. I think what Will Smith is now seeing is that, oh wow, I am not that untouchable dude anymore, that I am human. And especially in today's world right now, where I think people are looking at celebrities in a different way, and I think people are looking at celebrities in a more critical way. I think Will Smith is realizing that, oh, wow, man, I mean, people really want me to face these consequences, and my movie stardom and my popularity cannot rise above me having to face these consequences. But whatever those consequences are very key. But guys, just, yeah, look, man, I mean, it's just interesting seeing people's reactions. But we'll talk more about it tonight on the Hangout. To join me for the Hangout tonight, everyone is invited so we can talk more about this and Mother Russia.